What is up, everyone? Hello, it is your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, Fat Jolly Guy, and we are back for episode 21 of Edge of the Map Original Homebrew campaign. As always, I am joined by my wonderful players today, including Slow-Mo 21.
Yo, yo.
I got Static Sevenfold.
Hey.
I've got Mr. and Mrs. Non-Clutch.
Heyo.
Hello.
And Joe Cool, who is running just a little bit behind, but he swears he's going to be here any moment. So, I hope you all have your snacks and drinks ready, because we are about to play some Dungeons and Dragons. As usual, we'll pick up with where the story left off last time. So, during episode 20, a mysterious gift arrived upon the Galewind, labeled for none other than Damien. After some investigation, Damien found it to contain a vase of ashes. And after some very emotional moments and trying to figure out what exactly it was meant for, unfortunately the vase was broken. Using his mending skills, Whisker Wrench was able to put it back together. However, the magic had been released, and a genie by the name of Julius appeared to him. Julius was a childhood friend of both Damien and Vesper when they were growing up in the stony mountainsides and forests of Aranthian. He was able to take Damien to a different dimension, a pocket dimension, if you will, and they celebrated Damien's birthday in top fashion, with all the foods and wonderment of a good birthday party, including a good old-fashioned food fight. It was the first time that the party had been able to let loose and just get rid of the stresses and the worries and concerns of the day-to-day. However, this was not meant to last. Julius returned them all to the Galewind, which he had repaired using his magic genie abilities. And Damien making his solemn wish, the last that Julius would make for the family. Damien wished for the Sword of Aranthian, an artifact that was held by the kings of old. It is said in legends that whoever holds the Sword of Aranthian holds the title of king, and all who see it will follow, including Vesper. Although the sword emanates radiant light and it weakens dark abilities, Vesper stood in solidarity with his cousin, pledging his allegiance to the new king. Returning back to Aether's Landing, you all land, make contact with a few familiar faces, but at the end of the day, you all retreat back to the house. A bit of an argument breaks out between Nellis and some of the others about where Whisker Wrench should stay. Some suggesting for him to stay in Yuri's room, while Nellis himself wants to keep Yuri's room for him. In the end, Whisker took over Nellis's room, and Nellis slept on the couch out in the foyer. As darkness settles and everybody turned in for the night, the peculiar sounds of tinkering, praying, and alchemy could be heard throughout the house under candlelight. Even Vesper and Damien had a moment where they talked, and that is where we find ourselves today. As sun rises over Aether's Landing and another day has passed. And that is where we will pick up today's session. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our test rolls out of the way. See if anybody gets a pocket 20 for the session. Oh, Damien, so close. go ahead and I'm going to roll for Joe. Oh, so close to. Is that everybody? Moon, Damien. I don't have one for Vesper. Slow, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I deleted mine.
Oh, you did?
You got a 9.
You got a
Yep.
9? All right. Well, Joe, thank you so much for resubscribing to the channel for 22 months. I love your face. All right. So who wants to kick things off this morning?
A little extra tired.
So we're kicking things off this morning.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know I have Katie barred this door, so to speak. We've shut it. We've locked it. I'm just in here tinkering away with this thunderstone and some other things.
Okay. Moon, what are you doing this morning? Ashley?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Moon is gonna meditate and then she's gonna go make food.
Since Joe's not here, I'm going to go ahead and put Valmora out in the back garden. Because I know that she's going to be doing her morning yoga.
It's very true. I'll do a survival check.
$14. That's a good one.
Making a morning spread for Valmoria and then a meat spread for everyone else. Of course, the one for Valmoria is bigger, so everybody can take from that as 2.
I'm going to go ahead and roll for coffee. A 10. Middle of the line coffee this morning, guys. Bean water. Vesper and Damien, as you are starting to wake up and roused by the sounds, roused, that's a terrible way to say it. Awoken by the smells and sounds of the kitchen and the smell of coffee drifting through the house. What will you two be up to?
The smell of coffee will awaken Damien, but he's just gonna kind of sit himself up in bed and kind of just ponder about what happened yesterday.
Did that really happen?
I'm trying to think the same thing, but I will say that I am still holding the sword, so I think it was real.
Yes, just keep that thing away from me.
Aye.
No, that's
Just make sure this stand within
Vesper.
5 feet.
Here. Once he hands you a cup.
oh, nice and hot today.
Yeah. It's a nice day outside. I was up early. Sleeping on that couch was not the most comfortable, but we make do.
Oh well. You could gladly
Damien,
have
you
my
awake?
bed.
You decent?
If you ever
Yes.
need a break from the couch, we could always swap.
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Here you go. I got you a cup of Joe.
Thank you.
There's a breakfast spread. Come and fix yourself some food.
Yeah, Moon's got
You
food
too,
cooking.
Whisker Wrench.
Aye.
Hey, kid. Did you hear that?
With that, I'm gonna like fling the door open.
Ah, Jesus.
What do you want?
I got coffee and food. Jesus.
Sorry,
Moon,
I've
so what
been
did
up
you
all
do?
night.
Breakfast sausages, bacon.
I-
There's pig bacon and turkey bacon.
Okay. I'll just take a good spread of everything.
Fruit, vegetables, garden salad.
Alright. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, all of that. I'm gonna get myself in line for this breakfast here.
I'm gonna sit outside. If anyone would like to join me.
You know, for a halfling, she sure knows how to cook breakfast, doesn't she?
I know. It's weird. They must have had a excellent chef at that temple.
I mean, I always thought monks were like, frugal,
Aye.
Do we get any temp health?
What was Moon's? 14 temp health with an additional 10 if you partake of the coffee.
24 total.
Lest you forget, gentlemen, I'm an orphan. I was made to always be in the kitchen learning different cultures and whatnot from when monks were scribing. I have a lot of information of many backgrounds, and breakfast being the most important meal of the day should be hearty and fruitful.
Aye. Well, it usually is the only meal that we eat during the day.
Aside from all the liquor we hit at the bar.
Aye. Well, can I ask you all something? Yesterday was odd, to say the least, and I am kind of lost at what we were doing before this even happened. I know stranger, but I mean, what are we going to do for the next 2 weeks?
It's a good question. Can I just interject one thing? How long have you had this genie thing with you? Like, was he in the vase? Like, you just had him this whole time, or?
No, it was a presence on the piano. Once I woke up and Moon told me about it, and, well, it told me that it's been part of my family for a while. And when I say a while, I mean a while.
Well,
And, yeah, I've never met it or heard of it before yesterday. It was a shock to me. He looked familiar. It was almost like he looked almost like my father.
well, he seemed to know you two. Talked about when you all were kids.
I can only assume it was memories of what my father would have. But you remember running in the garden with my mother. But when we ran in the fields, it was usually with my father. He was teaching us the lands.
Yes. During our hunts.
Aye.
Well, I'll tell you what. I ate my fill yesterday, and boy, was that some good food.
It was really tasty.
It was the delicacies of my home kingdom.
Man, never mind.
That's okay, Nillis. You could say it.
Well, I thought better of it after I was thinking about it. I was like, we need to go there and visit and eat some more, but it kind of slipped my mind that it's not there,
Well, Nillis, one day you will be able to. I give you my word on that.
All right, fair enough. I'll hold you to that because that food was amazing. I need some more of that in my last life, you know?
Hi.
Whiskey, why are you sitting inside, bud? I got a spot out here on the bench. Come on, join us.
I'm just sitting here kind of cap napping.
Oh. Why are you so tired this morning, bud?
I was busy last night.
Well, doing what? Was the bed not comfy?
No, the bed was plenty comfy. I was making things.
Like what?
Making things.
Yeah, like, so I'm gonna start, like, rifling through my pockets here. You're gonna see some different things fall out. There's some pellets that fall out, some casings for bullets. Where is it at? I'm just gonna, like, pull this out and show you guys. Oh. I didn't want to roll for it, but, like,
No, that's
I'll
fine.
pull this out and show you guys that I'd made me a thunder grenade here.
That's
Ah,
super
What
cool.
the
Whiskey.
heck is that?
Alice, I really do think you're going to have to keep an eye on this one. Even though he was sent here to keep an eye on you.
Is that thunder in a bottle?
Basically, that's basically what it is. The guy I was with Moon, yes. Well, what's his name?
What's whose name?
Julius.
No.
Not
Jenkins. Jenkins.
Yeah,
He's
that
talking
guy.
about Jenkins.
Ah.
Oh.
that guy. He asked me to help him, so I helped him out, and he gave me a thunderstone. So I kind of stayed up all night working on this, and worked on this, and I worked on something else.
Is it sitting on the table for everybody to see?
Yeah.
Nellis is going to pick it up.
Oh
God.
dear Jesus. Please
Then
be
it-
careful with that.
What's it do?
Yeah,
And
Nellis-
Nellis is going to
Nellis-
shake it like a snow globe.
Yo, everyone back up to 5 feet!
What?
You just said it was thunder in a bottle and you're shaking it?
Well, what's it do?
Wait, he said it was a grenade. Grenades explode. Alice.
I'm preparing a spell just in case.
Yeah, I'm preparing
All right. Okay, fine. Here, take it back.
Take it
Well, I'm
back,
glad
put it
you-
in my
I'm glad you
knapsack
did it,
here.
Nellis, because I wanted to shake it too.
Oh, well. It doesn't, I mean, yeah, it's lightning in a bottle, but I mean, like, what's it do?
Well, one day we'll find out, I suppose.
Uh,
When the odds are stacked against us, well, Whiskey, you're just gonna have to throw it in the middle.
does it work that way?
That's pretty much exactly what it's for.
Oh, well, there you go.
Are we all in danger when you throw this thing?
Depends on how close you are.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Not like any of us follow the, the international laws of OSHA or anything when we, dealing with our weaponry around here, you know?
As I'm gonna kind of lean in towards Vesper. Vesper.
Hmm?
Have you checked on that medallion?
Every day, cousin. Every day.
Did you? I
Anything
missed it.
new?
Oh, no, you did. Go ahead and roll me a perception check as well.
Or close.
Vesper, as you take the medallion out, it's kind of a little bit bittersweet because you you look at the medallion and it's fixed and it's working as it's intended to since Whisker put it back together. But you remember when Nellis smashed this thing, and you remember all of that, like just animosity in general during those moments where you were trying to figure out everything that was going on with you and this entity and everything, and how you swore on this medallion, and you've had it with you ever since, just peering through it occasionally, only to see stone walls and floor, nothing that would give you any kind of sense about where you are. However, today when you peer through it, you see a barred window. And through the barred window, you see Aether's Landing. You see the bay. You see down the mountain, and you see out into the town. And you could tell that Abigail is staring out the window of her cell, just looking out over the town.
Is there something I could roll to kind of be like, I know where this location is? Would it be like investigation? Almost?
Go ahead and roll history to see what your history of Aether's with a 19. With a 19, you could tell it's high up. The highest point in Aether's Landing is the King's Castle that overlooks everything. It was built up on a cliffside. It's the only place that you could imagine that this window would be. You don't know exactly where. However, you could tell that it's got to be up on the hill.
Based on her view, would I know the direction from a landmark? Like if she was looking at like Gideon's or et
Oh
cetera?
yeah. You could
Other than
definitely
just
be
highest building.
You could definitely be able to tell that it's you could see Sky Bounty Tavern. It's a large building in the middle of the city. So you could tell that that's there, and you could tell from the orientation of how the docks are laid out and the far city wall that you could see that this is definitely up in Kingsbrook. And most likely on a wall facing the city.
Most inviting us. But I'm just gonna kind of get up and just walk past everybody. Kind of be on my own, remembering the smashing and all that stuff. I'm just gonna kind of go for a walk, you know. Nothing crazy, but just a walk around the block, per se.
Damien, is Vesper okay?
I think it's this medallion. It was given to him by, well, the princess, as you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just all the things, you know, he's been moody and outside, and I know that we really didn't help a whole lot in that situation just because we don't know what he was getting into. And, well, even after we've seemed to mend some wounds, it just seems like he's been alone. He's being a loner a lot more, you know?
Alice, maybe we have a talk with him. Or maybe I just have a talk with him and reassure him that we are here for him. It is not only him, it is all of us, but we are here for him. We're here to help him.
We
are a party.
I just don't want him to get away from us, you know? Make him think that we don't want him here or something.
How do we reassure him without piercing his ears every time we say it?
Yeah,
How do we reassure him that We want him here. He's needed here.
I don't have an answer for you, bud. You know him better than anyone. Maybe we'll send Moon to go talk to him. She, she has a way with words.
I just don't know. For some reason, I have a feeling that he really doesn't care or have any ideas, good ones at least, about her god. No offense, Moon.
I very much know how scary my god can be for other people.
I would hope that he doesn't get to see me for a while.
Yeah.
You too, Nellis. At least for the final time.
I've seen the many-faced man a time or two. Somehow cheated it every time, so... Tabaxi luck, I guess.
I guess it's just because you're Tabaxi, eh?
Yeah.
Well, what would you all like to do as a party? I know that I would like to have Vespa here to talk about it, but he decided to leave. So, what should we do?
Well...
We should force him into a group hug.
Well, I'm not talking in that nature, Moon. I'm
Force
talking
who to
about...
do what?
What? Vespa? You on the other side of the fence?
I just went for a walk around the block.
Come
No.
back. We have
Nellis-
things to discuss.
Nellis is standing on the bench now, looking over the fence at you. Hey, I love you, and
Come
we
give
miss
us
you.
a hug, Vesper.
Yeah,
Hi.
let me come inside. Hang on. I was like, you know what? It's a hug. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, front flip over that bitch and squeeze Nell's super tight.
Ah, I wasn't the one looking for a hug. Ah.
And I'm squishing both now. Let's join.
Everybody, Nellis needs a group hug. Get in here.
Ah, get off of me.
As I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna squeeze.
Oh.
No,
I love you all.
Okay.
Squeeze with you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure Valmore's
Now I
gonna get in on
let
it
go.
too. Can we roll her a strength check?
Yeah, I'll roll her a strength. Why not? No,
Hey.
not a...
Whiskey.
What?
Oh.
Yes, you're still part of the crew, and even though you're new, we like you too.
Whiskey,
Oh,
come
dear
get some
Jesus.
cuddles.
Big hug.
Big hug. I imagine
big
I
hug.
imagine it, as being a father, I imagine it's like when I hug my 4-year-old, I pick her up off the floor and I squeeze her so hard that you could almost hear her back like, and she's like, too tight.
I also rolled a 20 on my hug for whiskey.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Ha.
You're gonna break me. Oh.
It's another group hug.
Well, that's fitting.
Sorry, kid, you're on your own for that one. I had mine.
Ah.
Wait, Nellis, come back. And Val, come here too.
Val is 100% just standing in the door of this. Like, she's like, yeah.
Look, I know we've only been together as a party for a short amount of time, but in retrospect, it feels like we've been together for a year.
It has been a crazy couple of weeks.
We have a house together.
No,
No, you
I-
are in a house together.
I have all of your backs. I am here for all of you. And I
Same.
will
Feel
hope
the
you do the
same
same for me.
way.
And for the rest of everybody else. We need to make sure that we stick together in these trying times. I feel like we're going to have a rough couple weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, didn't you and Vesper go talk to your spy guy? Let him know about Stranger? What did he have to say?
well, he's going to keep his ear out, and well, me turning into Archibald probably wasn't the best idea, but now the spy master has to deal with my mistake.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
I imagine wearing another man's face is probably, especially somebody like that.
well, apparently him and Mother Serafina used to have a thing, or shall I say, a fling, back in the day.
What?
Excuse me.
And
Ew.
Archibald and a
seeing
nun?
Archibald- Yes, seeing Archibald there, I guess, had her in spirits, thinking everything was okay now.
Ugh.
So,
I mean, she wasn't a bad-looking lady, but Archibald, really? You know, sometimes you just look at a lady and go, man, I can't.
but I will say, and I would say probably sooner rather than later, we go and rescue him. But I really want to have all of you help and decide which direction we decide to go. Saving Stranger, getting him back.
And we do have a
Is
lot
that
of
first
candles
priority?
burning.
Do we try and put the reign of Archibald out? Do we try and rescue the princess? I know it's important to you, Vesper, as I'm pointing to you now, using my hands to talk.
I think it's
She's
important
been
to the
very
country.
useful.
Well, and then not only
Aye.
that, what happened to freaking the battleship in the sky?
Aye.
You know, a ship like that don't just disappear, you know, it goes somewhere with purpose. And wherever that thing's going, death's following with it, you know?
Aye.
I can only
I
imagine.
feel like whatever we do, though, we might be able to get some information on that as we go.
Well, I'm honestly kind of surprised your spy guy didn't say anything about it.
He was a little indifferent.
Aye, he was.
Hmm.
But
Maybe he's dealing with some shit too.
it's very possible. He is the one with probably the most knowledge in this city.
Hmm. Well, we got some time to burn, so now would be the time if we needed to gear up and gas up for anything.
I
Aye.
think I'm gonna go take a stop by Jenkins since I abruptly left last time I went by.
I think I'm going to go with you too. I have questions about the sword. As I kind of just tap it instead of actually pulling it out.
If we're gonna be saving the princess, we're gonna need some help from some potions. So I think Valmoria and I should do some alchemy.
Aye. Nellis, how about you talk to Tiffany?
You need help?
Well, I would love help, Whiskey. See, Valmoria has this infinite bag of alchemy items.
Valmora is gonna just like pat her side where she keeps her satchel.
And I don't know nothing about alchemy, but you need weapons. Kind of like these. And I'm just gonna, like, toss a set of brass knuckles at you, Moon.
Aye. And
I
I do
like
think it's
them.
wise that you stop by the Velvet Veil and get some inside information.
Yeah, I'll go talk to the ladies and see what the town's got going.
Aye.
Maybe I'll pick up something on the way. What did you give Moon?
He gave me brass knuckles.
Ashley, just so you're aware, what Whisker Wrench has given you is his own homemade concoction. Out of everybody here in the party, yes, he's here to follow Nellis around, but you're the only one that has really kind of taken an interest in Whisker's abilities beyond the, I wonder what he can do for us. I mean, you sat there in engineering and watched him work on the batteries and kind of just watched how his type of magic works. And that has resonated with him a little bit. And so last night, Whisker stayed up late and he built you this weapon. These are called Shadow Stain Knuckles. They're made of a dark metal. They have skulls and moon faces built right onto the faceplate. What these knuckles do is they do both bludgeoning and necrotic damage. And not a little bit either. This is a potent artificer magic item that Whisker has made you.
This is fucking awesome. Moon is
Oh.
gonna be like giddy with joy.
Moon, did you just curse?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
thought I
first time
should
I've
fit
heard you
in.
say a curse
I
word
thought I
aloud.
should fit.
Well, okay. That was a shocker. Well,
Do you see these?
aye. Fancy indeed. Good job, Whiskey.
Thanks, Whiskey. These are gonna be awesome.
Well, meet back here.
Yeah. So we all go off things and we'll meet back here, let's say around the noon bell.
Aye. The noon bell.
All right, fair
Well,
enough.
Let's
Whiskey.
go, Vespa. I'll see you all soon.
All right. What are you doing, kid? You staying here or what do you, I mean, you stayed up most of the night apparently making shit, so maybe you need to catch a few Z's or what's going on?
I need to catch a few Z's probably, and I'm still currently working.
All right, well, I'm going to go, and do the things.
I'm working. You do things. I'm figuring out something to help you. And with that, I'm just going to kind of like walk away and go back into this room over here.
Well, Nellis. See you in a bit.
Yep. See ya.
Vespa.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
Sorry, I was having a conversation.
Aye. It's alright. Your inner monologue does its own thing, I understand.
Yes, I know. You and the rat.
Aye. I've been there before.
You and the rat.
Moon, since Joe's not here just yet, we're gonna go ahead and put a pause on the alchemy, and then we'll pick it back up when he joins us. Okay.
Sounds good.
Vesper and Damien, as you make your way through town towards the to the dockside. Let me get the town map pulled up here. So let's get people pulled here. We're all in this general area here.
You mean right now when I join y'all?
Yo, it's Joe.
Everybody.
What up?
Yo, what's up?
My man, pots and pans.
My man, pots and pans. That's right.
My favorite group of people.
All right.
I missed you.
I missed you too.
So, Damien and Vesper, as you make your way through town along the city streets, you notice that there is a lot of hustle and bustle. Guards and soldiers and militiamen alike are in the merchant district. You can see weapons being grinded on and armors being repaired, and just a lot of military commotion in the city.
I may have to play this one a little sneaky, cousin.
Hi, but do you mind if we make a pit stop?
What are you thinking?
I kind of want to get a little information on what all these guards are getting ready for. Seems like they're getting ready for some kind of battle or war. I think we take a pit stop to our friend Gideon.
I think one would be more sneakily than two, cousin.
Hi. Well, would you want to wait for me at Jenkins?
Yes. I'll meet you over there, and I will not leave until you return.
Hi. Be safe, cousin.
Good luck. Just roll stealth. I blend in, I hope.
Yeah, with a 10, that's more than plenty to be sneaky. How did you get a 21 with a 10?
I'm double proficient in
Whew.
stealth.
Anyway, with a 10, these guards, these military men they're not like the city guard where they're actively on patrol and looking for individuals and investigating that kind of stuff. These are military men in preparation. They're busy with their own duties and that kind of stuff. So even with a 10 on stealth, you kind of just blend into the crowd. You're just another face as you walk through the merchants district.
And I'm nobody.
Yeah, you are a fart in the wind.
He means you didn't shower yet, Damien.
So Vesper, you're going to Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move you over to Jenkins. And Damien, where are you going?
I'm going to speak with Gideon.
All right.